Every guy wants arms that turn heads, but it is one of the hardest things for many people to achieve. Main reason being, most people go about their training the wrong way. Lifting heavy weights with small muscles is not effective, but still you see meatheads trying to curl their body weight. Plain and simple, heavy curls very dangerous for the elbow joint and not very effective for bigger biceps. Yes, it is crucial to include heavy exercises to get big arms. Use compound exercises that utilize the lats, scaps and rhomboids. The biceps are still involved in these movements and still get significant stimulation. This is due to the fact that the long head of the biceps originates in the shoulder and is included in all pulling movements. Rather than a heavy biceps curls, try 4 to 5 sets of heavy bent rows for 5 to 7 reps with pauses during contraction. Maintaining high intensity within this rep range will cause the desired endocrine response, and the pauses at the top will give you the skin-ripping pump you are looking for. As a general rule of thumb, the triceps should be 2/3 of the mass of the arm. A great compound exercises for the triceps is strict, full range, upright dips for 5 to 7 reps and 4 to 5 sets. Add weight using a belt if you are a beast and need more resistance. Although, most people will have difficult achieving full range of motion due to tightness in the pecs, anterior delts and subscapularis. Be sure to warm up thoroughly to avoid injury. Of course, you will want to include isolation exercises to get maximum pump. But the point here is volume, not strength. You will have to leave your ego at the door if you want to actually achieve a euphoric hypertrophy pump. Sure, you might look cool reefing on the 60-pound dumbbell, but it is not going to give you the biceps you want. Never forget, the amount of blood you can force into a muscle is directly proportional to the size of the muscle. So how do you go about achieving maximum pump? The best way is to use the cable machines after the heavy compound exercises. Constant tension can be maintained throughout the movement, resulting in maximum pump. But, if you are going to hit the 8 to 12 rep range correctly, the amount of weight used must be sacrificed. As a general rule of thumb, you should use 70 to 75% of your maximum intensity. Focus on the last 2 to 3 reps as controlled as possible while squeezing the target muscle as hard as possible. Slowing down the reps at the end of a set will put more emphasis on form and will increase time under tension TUT. Ultimately, TUT is the determining factor when it comes to increasing the size of a muscle. There are obviously 2 important variables here. Hypertrophy sets should last at least 30 seconds, up to 90 seconds of tension. The more forceful a muscle can contract, the more tension it is going to generate. Rather than increasing the weight to achieve this, try actually full activation the entire muscle with a lighter weight. If you are training correctly, you would need to devote too many sets towards direct forearm training because they should get plenty of stimulation by exercises such as deadlifts, pull-ups and rows. Wrist curls can be very dangerous, especially in high rep ranges. Therefore, it is best to limit the sets of wrist curls. Rather than focusing on the wrist, focus on grip strength to build the forearms. Doesn't it make sense that strong hands equals strong forearms? The most effective way to develop grip strength is to simply hold heavy dumbbells. This is known as the farmer's walk, but you don't need to walk if your gym is a little cramped. If your gym has a hex bar, use it since you can safely load it with a lot more weight than dumbbells. Aim for 30-second holds with as much weight as possible. Be aware that your grip is going to be compromised for a few days after directly training the forearms. In review, start with heavy compound exercises and include isolation exercises at the end of the workout using cables. Finish your arm day by focusing on grip strength. This will give you the strong, well-defined arms that will make the ladies unable to look away.